Aduania Obayan in Tem Ya Enchebia Nabia Indomie Ghana's favorite noodles. And I make come for the actual Indomie she tell nabe. Yeah, what tasty chicken or onion chicken, pepper chicken. Ain't the Indomie be a dear flavor beer benyabi. Ain't the Bomodia Nama Sanka Indomie be. Yeah, pepper veggies and all the veggies in Kusiani dear Basia. Na de. Grab a pack of Indomie today at your nearest shop and feed your superheroes. Abidjafo Atenase, Dr. Frank Bano, a development economist. Onukroyan so your head of research, Donkor Institute. Osanso Echradie. Eno manfanka ono de beka. Ochadie wo gempa. Doc Atenase. And Aminia Richard Manribe, a member of the NDC National Communications Team. Richard Ensoso Atenase. Mamesha se filo ko Doc Akua. Me patcho Mike no sumame. Aha. Bibia boko de.
Nyankopon Adom menia.
Ye de nyame ase. Richard.
TJ
Boko de.
Na ende. Ebe fana sa.
Ye de nyame ase. Bibia be fine. Bibia be.
Na tamana ye was in school na. Madam for be we very stubborn.
Yeah.
Ayana one sign hesitate no adwane akọ. Tidana senior half na kwachi na say na o ma o say na juma dada no punishment na the man.
That's a punishment.
Na juma dada no no one e we.
Okay. The nyamiase. Ye shan komo ase briefly enra na joyanti asemde. Ye maame Akua Donkor, founder and leader the Ghana Freedom Party. Nyankopon Atonsa Afreno. Maybe you may use the first 2 minutes to pass few comments on Sir Arehusemia Esi. Richard, I'm sure same for also.
See, memfa kwenye wencha wa TF one dog so. Dog? Yes, dog.
Yeah.
Now Mincha the good people of Nkwanta South constituency. When I say I buy, say Mincha.
Yeah.
And Oti region as a whole. Now Mincha is Excellency, the incoming President of the Republic of Ghana, and her Vice President, or the incoming Vice President of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, and Professor Jenana Opukwajiman. Now Mema Ghana for hope say, maybe a drew here, and them say attrap inside here, but there's hope for this country. President Mahama is going to restart the country and build it again, so that will make Ghana a better home. And then I'm fine. I'm sorry. I'm come social media handles, and me who yeah. Now I didn't believe it actually. Say almost says because of this new media and information to me. But sometimes if you don't certify with the content, you can't consume it. Now me sure so me started listening to other media houses. I won't say it is confirmed that almost in the running meet. I confirm me say Andrea Yantia Sempa Yamame around 10 o'clock. Akua Donkor. Ndra no na ne ho dodo no na mo di no call Rich Hospital no Akwa say okọ asamando ensa no maka no na me gidi say eyare ho say obi a contest a presidential race in the Ghanaian elections anka critical time almost 39 days to elections anka nyina nim say obabesi a wato ne ho ama say obaye Ghana manyosem na yababeti say wakanchina go ide eyare ho na Akua Donkor dia media minim no. Because we've met on several platforms, many I didn't combo. Now let's expect to say we about be siamano. But you know, Yankupon any nim on them man on age. But I think say Akua Donkor has played a very major role in Ghanaian politics. As a female politician, nanka sebi one formal education. But as a farmer, was born a bra, a cocoa farmer as well. You know, say cocoa is one of the backbones of our economy in this country, and she has contributed in that aspect of economy.
Yes.
Now, politics and so on. I think that's put a space in the Ghanaian politics. As much as now people have their reservation about her, no, and she's also done well. And I could be because of politics. Now, baby, do you me just say, Abusafoni Yako. The party, Freedom Party,
Ghana Freedom
Party. Yeah, Mamu Yako. Na Yakase, Nyamini, na me just say, baby, Odrudia, Nyamia Frano, I mean, he's the bosom of the Lord. Now, Yanka said, may man rest in peace, and my condolences to the family and Ghanaians political fraternity as a whole. Today, I think on behalf of the political party, the NDC, you're sending your condolence through Adom FM to the family, the brave family of Akua Donkor, and the party people, the running mates, and the leadership of his party. May she rest in peace. And I know, sir, till we meet again, the Lord knows better.
Medasepa, Doc. Yeah.
I mean, say I rehearse some nipa baby. I think some my fond memories of mameno. Before I begin, I mean, chia a year. Watifo, chia a Miko panelist, and one casanso. I mean, say, she I
Pa, you see, I
there was a kind of buying a credit. Oh, my must see you had you. Levels have changed. Yes, it is sanity.
Minimum, to South Minimum.
Minchia a Miami crew for was a Minchia was is Minchia a constituency executive senior and pay. Now, I mean, my like I'll say, my fond memory of my milk because time at Brabia and I was South Africa and I bought me holidays December and January and Santa Macona, sometimes you know, after movement TV were here now. Yeah, I must set me up until make one of the people let me say na discussion here yesterday be on benya we listenership based, you know.
Okay.
Timmy Kasim Brady, there was one time being one of me yes you Miami be show. Miami be see was what Dr. Bano into what shop is who. Now me say Miami say Miami Akua Donkor. I'm say Miami Akua Donkor me cry me shiane da. Yeah. Yeah. The we sure me see for no temper not akunya so down ho no ma or twem. Was me ba. Me say me dey asem to anim. Anyway we need to ya o jagu mu but on say okasa ya bo mo be say 15 minutes. But one thing about maybe be an American say, though answer because of or no the demeanor and me say the communications.
Yeah.
One say means some no can be all be taking no say you asres. So I'm be taking.
Yeah.
But in as much as nin 70 be bria asres mono say otna si na wo hwe utie ne nsem no bibiro so a aya na me hu no say aba wo mu bebre pa but bia the manner in which she communicates it nintino wo obefa ne say sebi I asresem because most of the issues na sad dano na already to me say nintino per say me nka ho asem ma no na pure economic issues pa pure economic issues pa no so what me do say Dr. Bano economics no one me be din kono de atomanim say we ni nsam ono de dana koma so a o free say me call radio na TV so a ana say me share ban panyifo a e wo say me tumi ka na eto omasum na omutumi edi hu adwuma. This was somewhere 2022 if I'm I think 2022 I think it should be 2022 2022 someone I'm making. And we have me fond memory up to date. I mean say sir personal conversation na onimi nya ye ewo ho no me say me remfi that me say the only a year be mo say no say ke twa mfonyini but ye ntwa saa da no nti de be kan say nyame emfa nekra nsie na ekrum ya na ye wono so the sometimes I no be few man na conspiracy theories no why we need to ya CJ bebre
we fi enra hamachi aba no pay bebre
so we hu na say so we hu
yeah
sometimes na me bisa mo say be obi kura di 90 years ewo ekrum ya no say be ofiri ma there's a conspiracy theory and Sebio near Usan Sufrima, there is the conspiracy theory. The American say, I was say, or Webusia for, and she belongs to a party. A Brenna Wefimono, and Nipa de Medebiame come say, would 100 years of crying out free man, you have people who still feel the pain. For the fact say you are not there. Baby, I say my grandfather was 93 years and son of free. That's what we missing. I remember those times. I cried. But 93 years, Senka.
Where did be?
Yes.
Where did be?
So, but the fact say nipa na film na
that vacuum
you feel for it. Until the mechanic say Ghana for so no emma na busua for that respect and that space, in this moment asamono esi putu pruma abusua no se bia no mu nyina ana anwen se ebetumi esi abibisa etumi esi no yema the family the much needed space and respect na omuntumi emfa enjam yema ame Donkor a we free mu no anti nyame emfa ne crazy.
Kwesi Reynolds from Agona Odoben. In fact, or the message be abana message in the book bi o ma wabosi. I'll go and look for that book. I say, in such sad news, the title of one of the books of the late Professor Kofi Awuno always comes to mind, and that is "This Earth, My Brother." I don't know if
it's a literature book.
Oh, I will look for this book, and then may the soul of Mame Akua Donkor find eternal peace. Kwesi Reynolds, Agona Odoben, Nedia Ode Eba. No, I will get this book. I will get it and have a read. Adom 106.3 FM. Yensha and Komono ase Enra. If I don't pay me, Ura Suleiman Brahma Edimu and Komo visa restrictions. US announce say obia Ghana ha yeba beto abey obe cause trouble obe undermine Ghana in democracy. Visa restrictions and the document is here. I'll read certain portions of it. But Doc, Mamisha Sankumaya say in through a good move and a US for one more taken. And now who is saying you am I your for?
Me da say me say almost say US on better about this month here. Yeah. Sorry, next week.
Next week, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think either 5th or 7th November. Yeah. 7th November. Yeah, almost to the month na Now, I say sometimes in as much as yes, say or more call for say there will be fairness, send you be any but I totally support. But sometimes say shall word than any I don't know how could be say as Ubia on any back now or catch any bass one nanuns ya at the channel pa me mo aduane so who would see some of the word in Ibi Honso na Akua BB or when I did am person US better na ba a year 5th 7 December. Menyesho say a bibi mine and asa Ghana and any other African country or even including any European country, I issue official statement to the US telling them say omu make sure some more ban or mobile betrono basabasa yebia because yahubi 2020 US yet ha and the capital yet two abakanya supporters of Donald Trump say he has been robbed. They said the enkayeti nenka a Parliament House. Na Ghana for bia almost support to party be say abani to no oma bwera honomo. And so you took Romy he under the Fourth Republic. You won't be that. And I be as say Ghana ya to aba among for between so most people demonstrate 2020 will be about ya to aba mama
but say ebufu aba ma man for no abawura parliament not to that
but 2020 ya US yeah so enti me no say omo issue some of these statements me no omo ya adwin to some extent but we hear the tonation and the intent behind it na ne baby no ko kire baby so mo de wo beto aba basa be sebesi enti ye bom kokko se saade na mo be ye de a ene asotwe a eda ho sei mamo ho na me no se o fan in that context when na me no as an educationist I am your problem kakra wo ho but the call say Ghana for ye ni mo se mato aba for more than 20 years. Yeni said the bia moto a we be betumi akasa won tiase we betumi akasa won tiase at the end of the day the person whoever ye who be 2012 ye to ye nana do danko akufuado so on tiase he went to court in 2013 2020 ye to ye former president John Mahama on say on tiase he went to the Supreme Court enti there is a precedence in Ghanaian election say you to me then Ekayasem. And Ghana has become a model for most African countries. And untina se ofa abibrimia south of the Sahara. uhuni say Ghana, especially even within the West African region, we have the most stable democracy. So we find African region crime is say yanya number 1 maybe will be 2 or 3rd. Say yenim senia ye tutu ye nioma. Now me can say so no me so kakra me de be so say a very important say yenyina. It doesn't matter the political party you belong to. Yenyina ye be who say we have one Ghana. In fact, we don't need the United States of America to tell us Ghanaians how to run elections. Not just the United States of America. In fact, we don't need any other body or agency to come and tell us Ghanaians, as matured and discerning as we have become over the years, say, we and a yamao. They make kind of say, yet, hey, Ghana will be brave to Tiamanane. Dodo na kurekuta dual citizenship ubikuta Canadian passport or say okuta Ghanaian passport ubikuta American passport okuta Ghanaian passport ubikuta the European Union passport or say okuta Ghanaian passport send the pay nyina upon all the secure because so be ahokyere Ghana. Yes, YouTube, no one can rule that out. At the other day, say on summer holiday, next any company and I say baby oye adwuma say or man kwan say be 1 month fakot nefi no fado do ho a ye de man na no atwa plane ticket no aba Ghana meboa ye de man no atwa plane ticket no aba Ghana so wo free say bibi pa bi ni Ghana ani gie ni asomdue ni ha nka obetwa plane ticket no aba Ghana there be that. So it is equally important on us as Ghanaians, irrespective of our political differences. Say anopemi nu aba betre so ye NDC ni eso hwe ne colors awashe. No, when the colors.
Oh, seriously?
You see, I'm making a point too. This is telling us, the we might say, baby, the political tyranny is such a way, say. Certain colors because of a be a part be a unicra. Atadia na say be a yes a color no cra. Only because a color with the mean be cheap. It will be fee.
But Ghana had it.
Let me more example, a classical example in the studio. Hey, NDC person, but look at his dressing. Oh, that's a colors, no.
Oh, but this color is not MPP color.
Okay, so there's a blue, there's a white.
Yes,
so my blue is MPP color.
If I come and sit here, I wear green, and you see red in it. It's synonymous to umbrella. So it's the same thing. It's football, rainbow colors. Okay, rainbow send a house of folk. And so anything that is rainbow color is related to house of folk. So house who red and white. And your kotokodia. As so anything red and white is related to Kubata Santa Kotoko. So Sana I don't know. But this is I'm making this one say this is telling us say irrespective of our differences, say you better how we disagree. But you see, we agree to disagree, and that is the beauty of democracy. In fact, sebi de bia meka say nyansa eni ba ko foot.
Yeah.
And na ye nyina so ye ntumi nko baby faako. Na be meka me say ye bobo na se kotoko ne hasem. Nese stadium no mo supporters mo nyina ya house for anasa kotokofo nko then when you know say there is an opposing supporters it won't see a channel we budget so amu ye be shamu ye be say you see that eno na ma sa enthusiasm e ba game no mo ntina hu say even in Nancy Miami team Manchester United okra mo no humodi on say the EPL has become dull.
And yet, because team Papa Akua.
Yes.
So
You can see the vim in EPL. Subscription. A lot of people are not even subscribing to friends at DSTV.
Yeah.
And you Manchester United do. Yeah. Because most, including myself, because
of
Manchester United is.
But Ten Hag in
this house next year, made them kind of say, the Ghanaian politics, will not be Ghanaian politics without NDC, without NPP.
That's true.
So we NDC, we NPP. If you want, there wouldn't be anything like Ghanaian politics. That is the most. Yeah, you better be at no market candy. You pay. But that is the truth, because MPP ni what NDC one and a rival on an equal rival. So on any ideas a policy and the MPP so NDC so ni what. Why the MPP so no equal rival? Said this is my rival. I need to set the bar higher. Why? We ask ourselves. So, and I was saying, she as a Ghana for say, they make and say, yeah, Ghana for in particular. I mean, the be my cousin, Mr. CJ. Me say, me tina South Africa for 8 years now. Say, yeah, true about it. CJ, Johannesburg has the highest crime rate in Africa. Johannesburg. And I lived in Johannesburg, University of Johannesburg. I was living in a place called Hetzel in Johannesburg. CJ. Now, Hetzel, when I met is just about 5 minutes walking distance to my school, University of Johannesburg. Because I walk to campus. Because do campus, University has buses. I just sit in it, unlike a hub. See, there's a school that they call the Veronto School, a polling station. I
Okay.
See, me hona me twem komi. Me say omo to omaba. Na se wo twem asije. Say yan kan tro say election cause wa you won't believe it. Who police car says you. South Africa, and I'm talking about Johannesburg, that has the highest crime rate in Africa, and one of the countries with the highest crime rate in the world. I just said, Basabasayene, a trioni idea is common there, CJ. And so when it comes to election, you hardly see some of these things there. I didn't know if you do election, and not acquire fasting and prayers. You see, me want to say it all boils down to your understanding of democracy and the party politics. See, it's about competition of ideas. When an ensama or they two ponosono, Ghana for the donaji to Muse Betumia Queen. Say Ghana for the donaji to Muso, and a bet to me, Amaya Queen near Trabamana. Kotana baby, na general. Say Ghana for Nana, so you to Muse a B. And a bit to me, Amaya Quenuma, Tomana, back to me, and you would the when ninja. But you have no option but to respect the will and decisions of Ghana. And most importantly, so no, a year commission, our referee, or no, so Ejina and Finfino. Maybe, and this morning I'm putting on my academic hat, please. They must make catcher and they say, on for a quenya bia emu quemo. Send ye beya. Sa computing candidates sa omo especially presidential
yes.
Sebi obi antumi konya trimopo any trimuka bia so referee no adena to say ye boba anano me hwe penalty bi agiti Man United. And I'm here penalty be so Chelsea. Nanka was ye jemoma ya nyamu. To say we are supporter now attention now here sa penalty na ye jema West Ham mo de share Man United. Now here penalty no say ke jema Chelsea ya nyamu na one here so kutaboa obeto akọ na so. So sa so pepe na me hwe ne say the Electoral Commission no. At least a nipa ene rane a nipa de ya nenso ewu enipa bia. But in terms of executing their job no omon hwese the level of professionalism no would be top notch. Eno no enkoma the room for any single person the leverage and I said the grounds to make any accusation or counter accusation say we were handing any ebia resource no kra yenyuntum me free say see to me tiase say Ghana for and we have only one country aha na yenyina we man ye maame mo ne nanam wo sa kromi hade we will do the right thing and we wouldn't need any international organization or country to tell us what is right.
Okay. Doc, may I say, but there's a portion of the document, may read it so that we can establish something. I'll say, this visa restriction policy is pursuant to Section 212A3C of the Immigration and Nationality Act and allows the Department of State to implement visa restrictions for individuals believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermining democracy in Ghana, including through the manipulation or rigging of the electoral process, the use of violence to intimidate, coerce, or prevent people from exercising their right to freedom of association and peaceful assembly, the use of measures designed to intimidate, coerce or prevent political party representatives, voters, or members of the civil society or the media from voicing or disseminating their views or engaging in other activity designed to improperly influence the conduct or outcome of an election. Certain family members of such persons may also be subject to these restrictions. Persons who undermine democracy in Ghana, including in the lead up to, during, and following Ghana's 2024 elections, may be found to be ineligible for visas under this policy. Richard,
CJ,
I know I didn't do.
I don't say your things. I've also joined the call of Doc. Say, in fact, I think it's in a good order. Say the U.S. Embassy has been able to issue this. Doc, I also disagree with you because of the tone. Your problem is the tone. But I'm beginning to say, it's more commanding.
It's for a sovereign country.
Reality is a fact. But I would say Ghana, even though we are a sovereign country, but I think say, both political parties has made the diplomatic call. The MPP, as both major political parties before this election, has been able to meet up with the diplomatic corps. Have made the U.S. embassies, the ambassador, President Mahama has met the U.S. ambassador and other diplomatic corps, and I think Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia have also done the same. Now, Majidi said all of them has briefed all these diplomatic corps with the course of the election and the happening. And Majidi said, okay, IPAC, all these international communities have also involved in IPAC. And or they follow keenly on Ghanaian's election. Let me just say, this is the first time this U.S. embassy have been able to issue this warning to Ghana government. And they just say, so that's why I say I have agreed and joined the call. So the owners now lie to the Electoral Commission. I'm telling you, voter registration, agitation in some SC. People raise agitation, people raise concern. Prior to elections, now, some of you and can say critical look at it. I saw some political communicators and political parties say they are learning that to politics. There are things international communities are not watching. See, in as much as a sovereign country, they are also beneficial to this country. Only the Ghana, most of the US country, the UK and other countries, they've got a lot of benefit from this country. In as much as yes, we are getting benefit from. They've on my aid. On my aid, Yamuka. That's all now. Meduka now minus I made it's logic. I think these are one of the things almost and the donors are only power.
Akua say
they are protecting their interests.
Akua say comedy via me say na Akua no or the landlord ka and landlord no kruma no who's Akua ni highway highway ka kiti ka ka bon one of friends hey nyabutre obi a wo de me ka na ucha kwa mu
na edi okafo ucha kwa mu
aka bon na wu na me
the matter say media me my book my back Adom FM see my back Adom FM Adom FM
yes
mo mo busia na me fako be another radio station and Adom FM the my me na me say there me my affiliate station. I'm just making a critical example. Me my affiliate station and I say the media house no me kutano me ko set bad agenda. Let me set bad agenda na media house no set a blazer mo amuti we mo me support my affiliate station. How do you sell information? Now say any US embassy for say yes we understand say na amanyophone no kan amanyophone no mo kan amanyophone amudi say much me intimidating crofo much me you coke out to here e be si okrom a na mo adwane akọ me krom no yes say me bale say metwom na wo su ka ho oba tie na e de say oba wase onua ona na kanso aso ka so obetu kwan a me ma no and say I say me ni won say we should have a peaceful election. That is in order. So there's a clear order. Sir, no be anything with Posse Go for the same say bedroom sir and go for visas I am. Now most say a basic click and can no moko. Yes, we understand when you say most election doctors you agree all of you agree with me. Most elections they will do. Yeah, they more warning say. Oh, now who the mensa Electoral Commissioner Charlotte say friends say Kojo Afarajan. Now who nim now election where who dim to airport want to mean for. Now say the US for job almost yes. Say now when you so bad you set this country in a blaze. You set this country into trouble. Now Ghana kwasa timamufo mbradia. Mimi die.
Do you think other countries should emulate?
Absolutely. I mean, Togo even Togo should do it.
Like UK, Germany,
every
Holland.
country, Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, no, be restrictions there. They say Ghana for no. Yet, and to Abano. That's it. Then to Abani, we are. It's just simple. Yet to Abani, what is it that to Abana to hear confusion? No, a man for Butu Muyam. Hypertension because of elections. So we must have a paradigm shift of the way we conduct our elections. Now, media, I will add this call. All the Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, all the countries, our surrounding African countries, there's also issue warning. Now, borders, there's a 13 borders. Because we say, the NPP government, after starting the borders in this country, say they are cocoa smuggling. And other smugglers in the border. And you also that on borders. Obibia, Ojiso, Obesati this country into trouble and run away to any neighboring country. No, all the borders should also be tightened. And I think it's a good call. And it's a clear diplomatic and collaborative access. We have to applaud. See, the only many US ambassador issue about this gayism thing. But this one I support her. And I support the US government. Now, I say Donald Trump Hillary Clinton they are also watching keenly. And by the end of next month, they'll also elect their president next week. And so I think it's in order. Let us support the call. Let us also see and yet election tina yeba and yet MPP and this is and the people must know most of the MPP people are very good friends of the NDC. And most of the NDC people are very good friends of MPP.
That's true.
But we sit down here and pretend as if the country is just going to set ablaze because of a vote. Right? Me, the NDC, we believe in 24-hour economy. We believe in national apprenticeship program.
Richard,
yes.
Oka MPP ni NDC,
yes.
the relationship between you guys. Me call Atebubu over the weekend.
Okay.
Now Mudium Festival.
Okay.
And General Mosquito, national chairman of the NDC, Obai. And there were other NPP executives. A year no, actually, I met top MPP and NDC leaders are na omu di komo trase a say me gina hodi na me hwade na me say ana me ka kire me producer me director me ne ko Sami say Sami hwade ai koso yi
na see
hwe ne fe.
We are not enemies. we believe in 24-hour economy. We believe in national apprenticeship program. We believe in our policy. And the NPP also believe in their policy. We are also in our policy. And then if you are convinced,
yesterday,
you should just get it.
Yesterday afternoon, I received a call from a gentleman. He works in one of the radio stations, but affiliated to NDC.
Okay.
Also, Doc, we are having lunch. Now we're having a conversation. Your name came up. Now I'm saying Mayfro. Nah, so I'm told you are Officer Alaboni. If you don't mind, you won't and come and join us. No, they told last speaker. And the people there were NDC guys. I know them. You know. Then they Doc, you don't number man. You so invite to Nebra. We want to have lunch. Bra, come and join us. Yesterday afternoon.
CJ, I follow you. CJ,
and we laughed on the phone. CJ, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't want to mention the stations and the were very obvious.
You see?
Let me use this example as for you to know. When you say John Janapo is the brothers Abu Janapo.
Yes.
When you say Abu Janapo, a former member of parliament for Saboba in an executive of NDC and a former John Mohammed's minister of state. And so look at these links. So what do you think, say? These two brothers will fight. Now that you think, say, this person and this person will also fight.
No.
But the fact of the matter is, say, it's our policies and programs. So if Ghanaians feel, say, John Mahama, which every Ghanaians knows, say, John Mahama is the most competent one. Say, do vote for us and come January 2025. You swear us in and we'll take over the mantle and rebuild the Ghana for you. So, maybe just say, near US for the buyer, it's a good call, but it is left with us to also have a clear mentality. Say, yes, I'm a bit of a warning. After I who say because of politics. So, what will you say? We are minister of state, and now we are member of parliament, and now we are president of the republic, and now a vice president or a flag bearer. That you think, say, you come and let Ghanaians die because of you, know. That means that at that time all of us will die together. That's what it means. See, it is clearly means that. And the immediate, let us applaud the United States of America and call of the Togo embassy and the president of Togo, the president of Benin, the president of Burkina Faso, the president of Nigeria to also issue the same, because they are the close by. They can pass through that way. And then people are also bad. Somebody will even be in Ghana here and his passport is in Nigeria. I know him, sir.
Yeah.
So they should also tighten their borders. Now, BBI on him say in the next 30 days, you put this country into chaos and you cause mayhem. Just because of the political interest of political party, should not be able to cross. Who could do a flower board and they actually want to they are show. They are going back as they do a fee. Cost it and let us see who call
and Professor Vladimir Entry-Danso, I listened to him on Joy, and he raised pertinent issues. He is worried that the U.S. Can impose such restrictions on us. And let me read this. So I say the Dean of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Professor Vladimir Entry-Danso, has expressed worry over the visa restrictions policy. The United States Department of State's new policy will restrict U.S. visa for any individual responsible for undermining democracy in Ghana. In a statement, they explained. Okay, let me read here. But in an interview on Joy FM's Top Story on Monday, he questioned how the U.S. wants to be the one to determine how democracy should be formulated.
But that is not anything.
That's the point I was reading.
No, that is not it. Because William said the U.S. government are also a stakeholder in the Ghanaian democracy. You are aware? They are also stakeholder in the Ghanaian democracy. I understand he's a security expert. He must have some security implications. Now the that US base, that military base on Besi. When they were bringing, what was him? Where was him? When people were saying that no, they didn't build a military base in Ghana. Are you know where the US have a military base in Ghana here? When they were building a military, how much did they invest in Ghanaian economy? $20 million. What are you talking about? And I believe that they are also observing. They have their security, their intelligence on the ground. So they know what is happening, the implications. So I think that the security expert, if they want to know better, there's a platform that they can also get into it. I mean, they are experts in it, I accept. And they feel, say, why would U.S. Akua say, yeah, are we not strong enough for ourselves?
Are we not sovereign
enough? Yes, we are sovereign. But in terms of our elections, what happened in 2020? Have you forgotten? 8 people died. 8 Ghanaians died in this country. What happened? The president said that only few regrettable deaths was recorded. We have sent this to the police for investigation. Are you not aware? Ghanaians have raised concern about it. What has happened? See, I don't know Ghanaians. I don't know having parents. So let us also stay in this country. If it will result that people will die, let us also stay in this country. That those that will die will die together. I believe that. So if the security experts are also raising concern, they should also advise the Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces, the Chairman of the Police Council, and the security agencies as to how to play a major role in elections. The police, their responsibility, service integrity, and they are to protect life and property. The ballot board is the property, and the people that are alive. If you can protect them, not to kill them, we don't have any issue. And the military are defense. So if there's any cure that comes to defense, who will in any day talk about it? So I believe, I understand, we should be more sovereign enough to take decisions on our own, which we are doing. I don't think that the U.S. government is bringing electors from U.S. come and vote on behalf of Ghanaians. I mean, any U.S. person has a voter's ID card in Ghana, unless, of course, you begin to have a status as a Ghanaian.
As a Ghanaian,
so I believe that they are not coming to vote for us. They are not going to complete for us. You saw the Kodios report in 2020. He said what? He said there was transparency, there was free and fair in elections, but there was lack of transparency in coalition. You understand?
Yeah.
Which was a serious comment they made. Lack of transparency in coalition. So these are the things I said. If Ankamo said we should correct all this, we have few days to go. I mean, if we are peaceful, the next time the U.S. embassy, the U.S. government will not issue this warning to us again.
Adom 106.3 FM, Richard Manuribe of the NDC, and Ote Nenkano, Akasimanu Mionona Nundu Abo. I want us to deal with this power outages issue. And Grid Kufo, Ediabet Tuja, say it is due to gas shortage. There are some commercial issues. Doc. Because
yes, let me say electricity as somebody a idea me did be because untmin to Najemu krumi here because of a past experiences in Tino. Ghana Nibia, including ya Tihena, Empese light be presso bedum na so Ghana Nibia don't want to have it. So because of experience. You say near Wawa Canada no, Uhusunsura. Usro. Because on him so I honors about me a canema, a critical place, because he near Sa Adi, Ayamaye, Emi in any Muhusunswa at the buy. And Emi say grateful for a issue statement. But Emi say the finance minister himself, a honorable MP, Dr. Amin,
yeah.
Me say at the sidelines of a World Bank meeting in Washington. Yes. So the sideline of the meeting.
Yeah.
And only journalists for Edin Common or can say me say a Sogli plant, I think it's about 560 megawatts or so.
Yeah.
It comes on stream. You know, me say there were initial agreement. Say in Komubi Triaka 30 million USD. Now they prepared all the documentation. The Masogli Senka Omon sign it. Now later on, they request by the Debbie. Instead, they should pay them the 30 million upfront and then prepare another document that will insist on an extra 30 million to make it 60. And Sana they signed to the document. Made kind minister and a transcript of the interview and also just say how would they pay 30 million when they have not signed any documentation? Now Akua say administrative misunderstanding, any hiccups, and has been the main reason here since you light, you dundumono. Now to send me kind, and I'm saying this to my own party. You see, it will be in our own interest, and I'm repeating it. It will be in our own interest to ensure, say, the lights are on. Look, we can give all the explanations we want, but Ghanaians will not listen to us because that's not what we promise Ghanaians. It is very, very important. There is a social contract between us and Ghanaians.
Yeah.
We promised Ghanaians that we're going to keep the lights on for them. And over the years, for the past 7 years, we've managed, until early this year, issues started coming up. We've managed to keep the electricity on it. You to me a platform so eka edit to. And in the same way, that social contract na yene Ghana for ko ese Ghana for. Momfa to me maye and as a momayen twaso na say twaso we know how to keep the lights on. I expect my party say, and especially the Minister of Finance say, it doesn't matter all these administrative gymnastics. The average Ghanaian sebi me mama na wan ko suku na ote ekurase na bia do pe wo tie mi no. She doesn't care about some contractual agreements will be signing will be signing. Do no ni man say light no ya so
or didn't have a my honor.
She doesn't care. Some cry friend cry me chiche mu chana ha on tiase. Waka dem say media me nya ebia me nya light in charge me phone. Until I say I don't want to go into the history of these challenges because me de bia me catch say me betina ha. I want us to find practical solutions because one of the reasons in Ghana has remained as it is near politicization of issues, national issues. We keep politicizing issues and academia, no? Then we also fall prey to the politicization and partisan politics. Until at the end of the day, and we neglect it. Yes, there is a time for amanyosem, and there's also a time to talk about national issues. And these are issues, it affects the ordinary Ghanaian. It doesn't matter whether you are an NPP, whether you are an NDC, whether you are a CPP, whether you are a PNC, whether you are whatever. Se light ni nyinaswa, neni pani business affecting no. And now, one political fortunes is at stake. And it will be in our own interest as a political party. The new patriotic party, I'm making. It will be in our own interest, considering the hard work the flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Alhaji, is putting in across the length and breadth of this country. If you look at Nsio to na papai ojinemu. You see, we can see it across the country. And they say na bedi eche Dr. Matthew Poku prempe ono nso ejinemu ensuo to no ono nso jinemu na se nipa ne put on all this hard work nessa ube doom light nessa ube nessa udum light now because say oh when nipa ne kwa agreement na, you see like I'm saying it is inconsequential. As for the Ghanaian, he or she won't care. So it is in the interest of us as a political party to ensure and also to make sure, sir, idea media I won't do it partisan politics. No. Because the Ghanaian needs solution. Yenemu ya kobe ya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Alaji Nensama oke nyinane se or say he is going to offer bold solutions. And as far as the average Ghanaian is concerned, he or she is expecting bold solutions in solving today's challenges. And on the Bemenyan to so away you must say yes, indeed, challenge and bad there. But look at how swift these guys managed to solve the problem for us. Any ampa say the Omane Samumu Bima, indeed, they will be capable in managing the country. So for me, I see this to be a tester. And the as a minister, a honorable MP, Minister of Finance, as some
yeah.
And the one in charge of energy, because my tier statement is beyond the Minister of Energy. Where is Kasem?
Yeah, it's Kasem.
And to say
finance minister just they are negotiating a new agreement.
Yes, no, it should be swift.
Yeah, with Sonon Asogli.
The Ghanaian, me see, the Ghanaian cannot go in November. Not when we send a light to Dundum. I will not take it. I will not take it. And I don't expect the ordinary Ghanaian to also take it. It is very important that we establish some of these things. And the Amekacha minister, I know him personally. I know his capabilities. That was 2010 thereabout. I've known him, you know. And I am counting on that. Say, na one or two reasons been looking at jaw pressure any I didn't know say pa eswa. I want to remind him this morning, say Honorable Minister of Finance, Ghana for they will not entertain any form of doomso. They won't. And most especially when we have less than 35 days to go to the polls. The Ghanaian will not entertain this. Intimidate, I am sitting here to remind him. Say, when your issue, you will play chaskele with it. Say, you betnaha, na ya massage, no, na the party colors, sebu, asanatade. No, we won't do that. Intimate catch and say, any man, no. Sa new agreement na also whichever form of agreement or measure that needs to be taken. Send a beya sa 560 megawatts will come on board. Na Ghana for any masum no madom kanimunu. The minister, the government should do it as a matter of agency. Manuesi.
May I say Dr. Frank Bano of the MPP and now Esperanza Ofori on Facebook was say Doc, the MPP politicized Dumso against Mahama. So why shouldn't Ghanaians blame MPP now when the lights goes off? Yeah.
Me say
and I can show you bring some clarity to
yeah,
it.
Intina me kasa I say.
Yeah.
This is an issue ya will be that. Ye ni baby a koye. One of the reasons in Tiama the NDC government was voted out of office. Tina Meka said there was a social contract between the Ghanaian and NPP. And the social contract was we promised the Ghanaian, say, we are going to keep the lights on for the Ghanaian. That is the social contract we had with the Ghanaian. And where was this social? This social contract was signed with our manifesto, 2016 manifesto. Yeah. We promised to keep the lights on. And it is clearly there is a social contract. And Mesaka said, over the years, we've managed to live up to this social contract. enti ene no se obefa any excuse the magana ni on jintu. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I am not sitting here to defend it or to politicize it. No, I can't even do it. My own portfolio will not even allow me to do that politicization. So me yes, I say you. Not just say okay, mami fancy.
But that's it.
I can't do that.
Richard, my embryo.
This is media. I say very careful. Baby, it will hunt you tomorrow. When say yeah, me no kasano me message from my village. I obonache. I was my chief palace. Nana Teki the second. I want to see me. This is me come trying to say me call. Me come in here. You see, I was just shocked. And Papa, you know, between Quanta and Passau. No, I mean, no,
these are because of technology. To know where it's found.
I am shocked.
No, where it's found because of technology.
Nana Teki the second.
Nana Facebook.
Nana Adom. I am shocked to hear.
It's a global village.
Yeah, I'm telling you. See, Doomsday Abbey.
Yeah.
Now, me just say, to be honest with you, as a media practitioner myself, I filter a lot of content.
Okay.
I come to believe, say, maybe I agree with that in our democracy. No, we need academicians in our political terrain because Doc did a very nice presentation to public consumption. Let me admit that. But now I'm can hear Dr. Baumian and I put the bum. When I say baby, that's the only problem.
Doc, allow.
Dumsa Abbey, energy is power, and power is ability to do work.
Yes.
And so if you don't have power, you can work. And energy issue there, a critical issue. So I buy and say, anything I try Ghana for say, me try. Google my name in Adom FM. Me try. Me say, Napo told us that Ghanaians are disrespectful. Napo was disrespectful to us. Say, your own timetable, okay? And let me just say, look, as a running mate, at that time, no, now running mate, you need not to tell Ghanaians this. And very important. Don't admit that President John Dramani Mahama, you better do so. President John Dramani Mahama solved the Doomsday issue. Even upon solving the Doomsday, MPP used it as campaign. Okay, as a campaign to the extent say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Dawoya ran a flag bearer of the MPP say that John Mahama solved the Doomsday. We shouldn't give credit to him. And then Chenesi, John Jinapo, the ranking member of Energy, the problem in there today, it's not a problem of capacity. It's a problem of dread. Kudi ska. Yo come Musi da bi na John Janapo don't know bad by or no dey any dey mo turn up to the boys. Why don't you tell Ghanaians the truth? The problem is about money. And then you go do any. Anti asogli. Na say na IPP for no. I say they were going to pull out because government of Ghana were not paying them. Okay. And Dr. John Dramani Mahama ko power much. You remember? John Dramani Mahama have to intervene until any light they be doing that. In then 3 days. Asogli say they be under omuko. Mudi omuka $559 million US. Most of the here, Minister John Akua Washington or press conference say, if do politics, if do election, now people behave as if they don't know their right. You might know your right to. What about the right of Ghanaians?
A company $259 million.
$259 million.
Yeah.
And
as of September.
Yes, they had a negotiation of 30 million. They moved to 60 million.
Yeah.
And minister say, any politics, any election time to them, yes, sir. The first, who didn't know Musu, sir. After politics, after campaign, so Musu Muntiamu. It's a fact. After General 7, Agronagu. Oh, Mudan Chamo. So Musa was say, yeah, Miss Mijimika Crown from Kusumi once and I day. The election, because Canada Mudi check. Mudi check, Bamia would Mudi check. And the Mudi check, Mudi printed t shirt now. Mudi souvenirs, no more you have been finding. You should cook power. Monsieur Mumma, Nagan, we don't know the right, we know our right. And check Greek code. And what yesterday? And a Greek code statement, the buyer say, baby, I do know. Say, I'm sure I am about your fancy. It is a grow. See, and then the 3 days, me that do some more. I never had light. Until my idea, my iron for the past 2-3 weeks ago, no. And then the master what I am MPP, no. That's a fact. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. So see, but
I said wardrobe.
Yes, I'm wardrobe. I am pa. Until me just abandoned it. So I'm over no my and you not doing so at Choma. Mama, The one Majiris Matisse Asogli say they'll be able to reach some agreement, which I think it might be a good news for us. Because the new light at 7th December, almost from next month, it's going to be more terrible. See, now saying one of the villages, and easy Jumquan, when is a netco so very bad. Netco, they are a terrible situation. I mean, you can say there's not general electricity company. No. A terrible listen. I don't know.
But yes, a table under Netco.
I think it should be under Netco. Very terrible sound. Yes, a table should be under
because me call hold and say, just say, Caniano.
Yes, I am telling you, it's true. Recently, I was in Pandai. I went to Salaga. We passed through the Loto and those areas. So, that your fridge cannot even work. When is all called say that when you chill water and you. It's terrible. So there's a problem. The problem is scanning you. Until Ben Mubashan, IMF can never next week. IMF can never. Because the conditionality of the IMF, when is the electricity tariff so you remember? Because they are taxing us to pay IMF thing. So, intend me, Montreal Sogli, Montreal Independent Power Producers. Now, time now, Duke resigning, When did Duke resign? Duke Mahama. Because when is the ECG boss are resigning? Duke Mahama.
Yeah.
Yes, they said the dealing there was so terrible. Wow. So, you should think about Ghanaians. I fully say, Ayaga, has Ayaga make some reasonable say. When is the illegality? Yeah, I can say, don't say, when the Ghana for say, a lot of people also don't pay light bill. When is that? And if we have a system why you want to reform the billing system, so light bill should the bonus say too much. And then the three man light to me, light hundreds and I echo. You know, maybe I echo. That's a fact. Me 200 and I every 2 days 200 and I before you was over like 700 cedi. Now when you know
Richard, if you're there now,
oh,
we person now.
To be honest, I use only one AC. I don't use more than one.
100 cedis.
See, and the young as I benefit because doom so dear. And so man penny John Dramani mama betting the life to be able to solve them so. Yeah, the car power back, yeah, power no, yeah, expanding wind dam, yeah, expanding renewable energy. Yeah, the more of the energy sector they buy, American money they buy, but in the crano, American neckos over if you can't anacrada so. And they're paying a map which another number for me says the Oko. Dr. Baumie. So a few days so over hand over power and John hand over for John Mahama. Yeah, and Passa Zambra. No, Obra, Eddie Lat never simple, so I never drew as I say the Mabba Sen on to be. Because President Mahama Bar in 120 days, no, we are going to make sure we have a stable economy in this country and we need energy, we need power to make sure we do a speedy recovery of this nation.
24-hour economy says.
Yeah, we need energy.
Energy now.
Yes, we need energy. See, because we are going to use time of use tariff in Ekaho. Until baby, yeah, giant, because hereby we will be in hurry. Yeah, Pantama and Norma say because boys no bread.
Montomo because being hurry.
No, 120 days. No, policies and programs. Boys are hungry. I tell you, boys the hala. So for make boys chop fast, for make this so say the boys to go no say the camp town. You know see. So as we want. The
Adom 106.3 FM. Time check 18 minutes after 10.
That's the hung, I swear.
Doc, you'll be 5 minutes. And to my 2 minutes. Now, Richard, and so 2 minutes. On the same issue. And now, so there's another issue here. Kabepese, you touch it on briefly, and Sana, yeah, sorry. Okay, let's see. Okay, EC announces revision of 2024 ballot statistics for 20 polling stations. And so and Ghana card to be primary source for passport application. Dr. Baumia and so can say and also and then former President Mahama's call for restraint amid renewed chieftaincy clashes in Boku and also Emubia 2 minutes.
Let me say, Mecca a Ghana card there, no.
Okay.
Let me say, a very, very important. In fact, over the weekend, I met Trad there now. My student Baku Bisa, me say, Doc, I didn't know the BIA case a year interest rate yet in economics mono say interest rates bafoma that is a cost of borrowing I will say it to me ecoform and so interest rate between abafoma bedru be say e be a 5% cry but o bank say bia o koba besia na interest e wo ho no e wo soro memma we example BCJ Tama Nana Akufo-Addo ebe fura kunya na the policy rate was I think somewhere around 20%. By 2018-2019 na policy rate na etumi atia ba former unprecedented abadru ohanchiche mudumi ensa echiruponum 30.5%. And so still na okọ bank se okọ loan na insihu a ye de be ma no eye over 20%. So Nti I know it said do policy rate the aba for no, but still the cost of borrowing was low. Na edi enti na man ba say the enti man ba say nyina de protocol say my friend say risk. So say ye de besia ma wo. Ye nimu ye nyiwu ni in that contest. Ena ye nyiwu ni say be sika di mo no do wa provide enough reasons na be a collateral. But still ye nyiwu ni say be obetua sika no. Because of that risk factor, your pricing high. In the CBS, you can be 20,000 Ghana cedis. Near the man interest of 22%. Now, would try 1 year and 1.5 years, crying out January when to be ma. Indirectly, the bank cannot agency can back. Because the actual nominal figure, where the akane or one casa excesses and cabese account. So, the meaning because of a year Ghana card as me, ye link it to your database. So, the same can say, offer Ghana card. All your biometrics are there. Your eye features, your fingerprints, everything is captured on the Ghana card. Into identity now Ghana card. Now call passport office or passport. And the passport office also have to take your fingerprint and take your eye biometric identity. So, and it clearly tells us that there is a misconnect. And to know say you bet me link the Ghana card to passport application. Na say be me amiti me cause me apply for passport. And when I say a family Ghana card, the board number and all my biometric features will come out. Those are the same features passport office in so here na odia issue new passport
because na say I am require passport ho anamonto ba community me do ho me biometrics ni nyina almost so even though me Ghana card and I'm the call as
and you put some all your features me anka recently I had to renew my passport and I was asking myself maybe sir lady know they say na me Ghana card now just say what can we do and the Ghana card has all the biometric features in a family who just say
picture for
it has my picture. Why? And for me, I think it is a right call. Say, you better merge Ghana card. That's just passport, but with all database in the country. And won't go here say be a duplication of data. Now, yes, enko waste time because I know money to ma queues be brewa passport office. Say if there is no need for you to go and take your biometric card, there wouldn't be any queue in the passport office. And to me, the mihuni say it is the right call by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Say you better link a Ghana card to a passport application. Nessa unnecessary congestion na create at the various offices e baba for.
But I say, Richard.
I say uko ACC.
Yes, sir. Debbie.
Uko general school.
What's it?
You have to come to ACC, African University of Education. Yeah. What was I? Because now my old professor Abe Blankson, the president of African University.
Yeah.
He was listening to us live. My big listening. So, Prof, good morning. Now, me na dog kasano or can national identification. Now, me Fibonacci. Now, maybe me person me go per format to Adom yepe condemn, condemn.
Scraps.
No, we decide. Seedlings.
Yes.
Adom aduanya di Mpensenpensenmu abrochire. Enya be ndru abrochire ndru hoye. Nti President Muhammad Drisa obeyama abusi agriculture that area. Mangata that's identification new. But baby, let us look at basic things. Maslow theory, Maslow see there. Also basic needs and 5 years of life. Maslow theory of physical needs. Accommodation. Accommodation. Seedlings. That me adore for tractor be plow, na fertilizer aba, na cocoa aba. You see, let us look at the basic things first. Then will basic needs. Now, yet I reduce crime. One with 24-hour economy, Juma Bamania, not fertilizer, one, not apprenticeship program, but women, Babuno, Emma, small loans, no my Juma, yes, Women Development Bank. Those are the things that I say, and then there. Now, you can't, Dr. Bamasi, they said over Amanonia, for passport for Ghana can, then you just slot in and you go. Now, me quiet then. Me see it to dollar once it to $17. Me there for $5,000. Me just I go. Those are the things to be looking at now. So President Mahama has had a vision. And here when you are now showing for more boku, the people are dying. You see, let us look at basic things. Our brothers are dying. I'm a concomba, you know that. Million more. Uko boku, they are comprised. Uko northeast. They are comprised of listen. The Mampulis, the Kusal, the Bimobes, the Konkombes, and the Chakwasis. They are all involved in class. They are burning their cars. The people are dying. Let us go out. We can rescue them. President Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, your hometown people are dying. Rescue them. That's the most important thing. Let us stop politics. You see, the people are losing their life. See, the fact of the matter is that those people, those lives that have been lost, cannot come back again. So why don't we block this issue? Why didn't you make national security pick much intelligence that to cause chaos? So these are the things we should be looking at as it stands now. And forget about saying we're not blocking ID card with airport. And me airport. Me mami or Tomba yo kwanta make mami jato. Or nim airport. Yeah,
Richard Manribe.
Me nim airport. Me call airport that me go there ho. Me bra so o kan or nam kabeti or Donkor fie. Or tujufa. On the country and once and say on to mean these are the things we'll be looking at. That is why President John President John Dramani Mahama is looking at how we can leverage this our people, we can make them get deliberate, we can make them to also fear not or area or hospital, not the health insurance, no what make for and health care. President Mahama say no primary health care, here health insurance be more. The cheap compound to polyclinic, Ubeko free. You see, those are the things. Now I share some kwano. They say, Nana don't go for the free education aba. Omuna muso mudi aba. They started progressive. No muso masa double track. In cover 5 million, cover 5 million school. They don't have future. Are you aware? After free education, what next? You see, they are all there. And then also they start your mobile phone with motorbike. People are hungry outside. Crime rate is high. President Mahama say oba. Stress-free, no, and it will be a thing of a past. After free education for secondary school, no, your first year is stress-free, and the other year, no, you get student trust fund loan, not me and education. These are the things we care about the people. So that's what I want to tell Ghanaians. And then from today, make your mind say, okay, for ballot paper now. It's just number 8. Number 8 will stop the suffering of the 8. Number 8 will stop the suffering of you and I and your family. So you vote number 8 and vote for President Mahama. Okay. The umbrella.
Richard Manribe of the NDC, Dr. Frank Bano of the MPP. Richard, tell me when him home, me point, me do be airport.
Oh, yeah, me do what